everyone, this is your girl Stacy. Welcome to my channel. This is the Glam Life with Stacy. Today we'll be doing a tutorial, doing a natural beat using inexpensive drugstore makeup. If this is something that you like, continue to watch. First thing you do is moisturize your face before you get started. So I did do my brows off camera, and not only that, this is my second take. The first time I did this whole video, there was absolutely no sound. Mind you, this is a new camera, so I'm learning everything as I go. Anyways, I like to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I like to use this as a base for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my lid. I'm just trying to be careful not to mess up my eyeshadow, my brows. Then I use a damp beauty blender and blend it all out. Okay, so next I'll be using my e.If palette. I'll be going into some of those natural colors. Okay. First I'll start off, and most people, they like to use the setting powder and set the base or the concealer, but I don't do that. I just go in with my eyeshadow, like a neutral color, and just go over the lid. And this palette is in the color, what color this palette is in? It doesn't have a color on there, it just says e.If. We're going to go into the new color here. Just neutral, and just go into the creases, but also covering the entire lid. And then we're going to get a dense brush with a dome head and going into the lighter brown. We're going to use both of these browns. We're going to use this one and this one. We're starting with this one first. As you can see, I'm only going into the crease here and then kind of going around into almost like a C. And then I'm going to go into the lighter shade. The darker shade. And just go in and try to mainly focus in the crease. And if you have to cut it down, not up, bring it down. I'm gonna do the same thing with this eye here. And then we're going to go back with that fluffy brush and kind of blend out the edges so you don't have a rough edge. Okay. So now we want to go into this shade here, which is a champagne color, and that will pretty much go with everything. This look is supposed to be natural, it's supposed to be able to wear with everything. And so what I'll do is spray some NYX onto the brush and try to get as much product as I can onto the brush. nice amount of product. And then this, you hear me talk about this before, which is the cut crease. And so I'm going to show you how I do this. And make sure the brush that you use is like a flat head and it tapers off, so you can easily cut or draw with it. So it's called a cut crease. I'm just gonna go here and I drew my line. Could always go back and clean up any mistake afterwards. So it's almost like a coloring book. You draw your line and then you shade it in. Okay, and you do the same thing with your other eye. If you notice, I put my finger here to pull the skin taut. And then I have a bit of a hooded eye, so I kind of go a little bit over and I have to kind of do that so I can see what I'm doing. They're similar. Nothing of the two is going to ever be the same when you do them. They're not twins, they're sisters. Same thing with the brows. They're not twins, they're sisters. So you're gonna go back. I go back in a darker shade and then just dab around the corner. I could either do it with the brown or the black, whichever. But I think I'll go ahead and stick with the brown. And I just do this. I take the brush into the corner and just blend out gold a little bit at the edge. And then I'm going to use Maybelline New York Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. I don't know if you can even see it. Anyhow, that's what I've been doing to draw my eyeliner. So I'll take time. I will not draw a straight line going across. I'll draw little by little until I get my line. And I'll just be doing a regular eyeliner. I will not be doing any wings or anything fancy since this is like a regular everyday look. And again, I'm pulling my skin taut. So I do that if I want to get dark. If I want to make it darker, I just go over it one more time. I'm just going to go ahead and clean up my under eye. Normally, I would put my moisturizer after I do my eye. But for this video, I want to go ahead and do it before, because I know I have to go back and wipe off the fallouts. And what I will do is go back and put a little bit more moisturizer on the eye. But I still want to keep under there nice and moist. It's just a little makeup eraser cloth. your skin that's dry, you can always go ahead and put a little bit more moisturizer. So next I'll be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color Latte, which is 358. I remember in the last video I said I was wearing cappuccino, but that was not with Maybelline. That was with L'Oreal, and that was the powder. So this is it here, and the number. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this directly onto the beauty blender. And you still don't need a whole lot. That's all you need. And I just put some here, and still I think I put too much. So I put it all over the face and blend it out. Some people don't even put it under the eye because you're going to go under the eye with the concealer, but I'm still going to go ahead and put it under the eye just for the sake of this video. And let me get some of this stuff out. Let me use the back of the sponge to kind of help get some of the products up, because I think I did put too much on there. And then I could bring it down under the chin and on the neckline here, or the jawline I should say. Okay. Let's see, now this is our foundation, this is our base. So with us doing that, if you know your natural face has dimension, and putting the foundation on, that just takes away all of it, so you got to go back in and bring it back in. Go back in and bring it all back in. So for that, I usually use LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color font. I'll bring that down a little bit. So you just need to put a little bit on under the eye. Let's put it towards the center and towards the end. And this also helps lift the eyes, and it helps cut your line right there for your eyeshadow. Gives you a little bit of precision right there. And then I put a little bit on the forehead, down the nose, under the chin, and then we chisel back out our line on our jaw.
I ain't got it. I've been scheming, doing. I ain't your body. Long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. But the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. I can't lose.
So now we go back in with the beauty blender and blend everything all out.
Back up to my place. Sex remind you I'm not violent on your day one. We had shit, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. Are they throwing you not here? I'm saying I can't lose.
blend and spread it right on down. Excuse me, still struggling with this cold. Okay. The face is pretty much nice and blended out. And then we're gonna go nose on the chin. Sometimes you're tempted to do like this, but don't do that. Just make sure you dab it out.
Look at her. Look at her woman, man. Look at her. That ain't my girl. That's my nigga. Catch me out on Ocean Drive with her. Catch me in the whip, ride with her.
So what I'm going to do now, I am going to go in with the Sacha Buttercup and set everywhere that I have just put the highlighter. This you cannot find in the drugstore, but you can find it on Amazon at an affordable price. This is not expensive at all. This is just Sacha Buttercup. And I think this is the regular shade, which I think is, I don't know, I want to say banana. I don't know if it has a name, but this is Sacha Buttercup, the regular one. So I like to dab a little bit into the lid for better control. And then I'll use like a triangle sponge and tap in and set my other eye and everywhere else on my face where I put the concealer for my highlighter. And I like to use this because you really, get the precisions that you need. And honestly, to be honest, I'm not into baking, so I have to put it on and get it off. I think I might have put too much under here, and I pray that it doesn't crease up. And I'm going to put just a little bit, just to do what it needs to do. Okay, next I would like to set my face with the Nye Luxury powder, and this is in the shade Dolce. That's what I use. Again, you cannot find this one in the drugstore, but it is affordable and you can get this off of Amazon as well. Okay. And I also like to put a dab of that in the lid, and I'll go with a large fluffy dome brush and let's get it all in there. Dab it off because it does mix up a lot. Okay. I usually start on my forehead, but I feel like it's going to be so much. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. And then I just use this and brush off the rest of the powder that I put on before to set the concealer. And you can still see it, see? To go on the eye, you just kind of do like this. Kind of just pinch it up. And slowly but surely, you're bringing back all the dimensions that your face naturally had before you put on the foundation. And what I like to do my contour, I like to use this bronzer. It's a multicolor bronzer, and it is by Physician Formula. So this is what it looks like. You can see this is one of the powder that I kind of put on my cheek every day when I go to work, and along with my eyes and my lips, and maybe a little bit of blusher, maybe a little bit of highlighter. But I'll never put the foundations on my face when I go to work. Okay, hopefully you can see it. I know it's a lot of light, so it's hard to see. So I usually like to take an angled brush and try to get to the darkest color, since we're going to be contouring. And just go right above wherever you draw your line for your concealer. When you were doing your highlight, you want to go right above that for contouring. And get some up here to the forehead area. We're going to bring back all those colors now that we took away. And same thing for the jawline. And bring all that color back in. Get back all your definition. Okay. Then for blush, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild, and this is the color Heather Silk number 832E. Okay. And I'm going to just get a little bit, since we're trying to keep it natural. I'm going to get a little bit, and we're going to bring it just above where we bronzed our contour. You need a whole lot, just a little bit, just a little bit. You can barely see it. Oh, I don't know why I keep forgetting this, but I do need to contour my nose. We have to get the nose snatched. So what I like to do is go back into the bronzer, get to the darkest shade, and use a small brush. and go into the darker shade, and then you're going to draw your line from your eyebrows and down the side of the nose. And this so you can have a more natural look. Go back to this brush, get some more of this powder off my forehead. I'm going back and getting the rest of the powder that was left on the square thing and just kind of clean it up on the side. A nice straight line. Then we're going to go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio Metallic Highlighter. And we're just going to dab a little bit because look, we still, even though we're doing natural, we're still going to shine a little bit. We're going to sparkle a little bit. We're going to glow a little bit. Just put that right up here. Just a little bit. Some people like it up here, some people like it down here. It doesn't matter. Giving yourself a little glow. I like to take my finger and get the tip of it and run it on the shaft of my nose and above my lip. Next, I'm going to line my lips with this Wet n Wild lip liner crayon in the color Chestnut, number 711. What am I reading today, God? I'm just going to line my lips and then shade it in. This is such a beautiful color on its own. Honestly, you could do this with some lip gloss and call it a day. But for the sake of the video, we are going to use some lipstick. And we're going to use for lipstick, we're going to use the Maybelline New York Lip Color Palette in the number 01. This you may or may not find in the drugstore, but you can get this on Amazon, and it's extremely affordable. And I believe you got 8 colors there that you can use. So you can get 8 colors for the price of 1. You thank me later. So I'm just going to scoop out one of the lighter color here. I think I'm going to go with this color. What's going on here? We're going to go with this shade right here. Scoop a little bit out. Now, put it onto my little tray. And then we're going to use a brush pencil and shade that in. Oh yeah. It's really nice and creamy, and then the color is so beautiful. It works perfect together. Perfectly. Well, my lips are a little bit dry. I did moisturize it. Oh no, the weather is dry. My skin is dry. On the whole. Oh, my poor skin's going through it. This weather is tearing up my skin. So now I'm going to go ahead and spray, and then I'll put on my mascara because I don't like to put my mascara on and then spray, and then next thing you know the mascara is everywhere. So I'm going to spray my entire face with the NYX matte finish setting spray. It's good. And then I'm going to go back in with a beauty blender and just dab all over my face to get everything nice and locked in. And this should last throughout the whole day. Get the highlighted area first, and that helps make it pop too. This is my secret. I like to do this. Alright guys, so this is the finishing look. I hope you like it. Thank you all for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, bye bye.